Hello and welcome to the day ahead. It's Tuesday, September the 16th. I'm Andrew Gagan. Well, the local share market is set for a solid opening with ASX futures up almost 0.5%. Global shares hit a fresh record high as markets position for the US Federal Reserve to resume its monetary policy easing cycle this week. The three major US stock indices closed high, with the S&P 500 and Nasdaq once again closing at record highs. Tesla shares accelerated after it was revealed Chief Executive Elon Musk acquired nearly $1 billion worth of the EV maker's stock on Friday. Nvidia was flat after China's market regulator said it will continue an investigation into the AI chip leader after preliminary findings showed it violated the country's anti-monopoly law. Shares of Google parent Alphabet rose to hit a market capitalisation of $3 trillion for the first time. And Intel lowered its full year 2025 adjusted operating expense target to $16.8 billion from $17 billion to reflect the deconsolidation of its programmable chip business, Altera. Declines in McDonald's and Procter & Gamble weighed on the Dow, and CoreWeave shares surged after the data center operator signed a deal with Nvidia that guarantees that the chipmaker will purchase any residual cloud capacity not sold to customers. That deal's initial value is at $6.3 billion. Well, US and Chinese officials have reached an agreement to switch short video app TikTok to US control ownership. That will be confirmed in a call between US President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping, due to take place on Friday. The social media app counts 170 million US users, and the deal is a rare breakthrough in the months-long talks between the world's two largest economies. Elsewhere, a gauge of manufacturing activity in New York has come in below expectations as investors prepare for the upcoming policy announcement for the Federal Reserve later this week. And further signs of weakness in manufacturing saw US Treasury yields decline further, the yield on the 10-year note falling to 4.03%, the 2-year was down to 3.53%. And the US dollar weakened across the board as investors wait on the Fed to resume its rate-cutting cycle this week. The Aussie dollar has climbed to 66.7 US cents. And Bitcoin is trading at around 115,000 US dollars. Oil prices have risen on concern over the impact of Ukrainian drone attacks on Russian refineries, and as President Trump presses NATO nations to halt Russian oil purchases. Brent crude futures up 0.2% to $67 a barrel. Copper rose almost 1.5%. Iron ore fell marginally to 105 US dollars a tonne, and gold has risen to another all-time high as the US dollar and Treasury yields fell ahead of the Fed meeting. Spot gold up 1% at $3,678 an ounce. Ahead today, RBA Assistant Governor Sarah Hunter speaks, and those companies trading ex-dividend include Qantas and Duratec, while Challenger has an investor briefing. That is your day ahead. See you again tomorrow.